On this week's episode, break out those brackets, cause it's March Madness Part 2! Hey guys, welcome to Gaming Buzz, where the only sport that we care about is beer pong, which is really funny because we've already used that joke before. That's how drunk I am. So we're back this week. Don't worry about your camera screens. I did not clone myself into my evil kid Boo younger. It's like Fat Boo and Skinny Boo. So we got Justin back on the show.
We need a moderator this time.
We need a moderator for this because if you guys are not aware, we are in the middle of our March Madness. So we are in part 2 of our March Madness episode. And as opposed to last year when we did video game characters and we found out which one was the greatest / most badass, we're doing the greatest video game this time around. The first round went pretty good, I feel.
It went easier than the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the titles we have this time, though.
Yeah, so this is going to be some arguments here. So we need to bring a moderator in so me and Bill just don't start drunkenly just yelling at each other like we typically do every other week. But before I get too far...
Oh, yeah, we can actually put it out this time.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Justin, not getting frisky.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we should probably...
Oh, yeah, guess what? Variety pack, guys. Surprise, surprise.
Shocker. Why isn't this working? Okay. Give me a pen.
Yeah, there you go. So, I'm just going to continue drinking the beer that I was drinking, which is my River Horse Roly-Poly Pill. Shout out to River Horse. This is not the first time we drink them on the show.
Won't be the last either.
No, we'll definitely not be the last. So, William, my good man, what does it look like we're going to be sipping?
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of stouts.
Okay, that makes Reese happy.
I'm sorry, it came like that?
Yeah, sour ale.
Well, sour. Okay, I fuck a sour ale.
I'm not seeing stout shit. Oh, wait.
That's
Coconut Macaroons Imperial Stout, 13%.
Just pass it this way. Ooh, so the brewery, which is an amazing brewery out of California. They have a lot of awesome beers. Oh man, I'm excited for this one. I'm just gonna put that right here. That's the next bad boy I get into.
Yeah, just reach in and just grab it.
Yeah.
Or you still have the one River Horse.
There's a River Horse. You'll probably like.
IPA.
It's an IPA.
You can pick whatever you want.
It's not more oil.
Alrighty.
I'm just curious how dark that one's gonna be.
Yeah, we're gonna enjoy that. We're gonna have to share that, gents.
Before we all start yelling at each other.
Mm-hmm. So, since we have a lot to talk about this episode, we are gonna forego the news. I'm gonna go through it real quick. Apex Legends dropped, yes. Which is like
the new Fortnite.
The new Fortnite. It's a new battle royale game. I haven't played it yet, but it's like Fortnite, but there's classes and the only thing I know about it is that they want to bring Chappie into the game.
They want to bring a lot of people in. Apparently the Titans are coming in from Titanfall.
Yeah. So people are having fun. I have a buddy of mine. Shout out to Mike Gregg and Bad Mike's Network. He streams gaming. He's been playing the shit out of it. He's also an awesome band, Belligerent. Check those guys out. Fucking NJ Hardcore till we die. Apex Legends dropped. Gaming wise, we're still in the quell of waiting for Anthem to come out. Anthem's coming out by the end of this week of the episode that we're recording, and people are still like me. I'm playing Resident Evil 2 still, and people are playing Kingdom Hearts 3. I think there's really real new games right now.
Probably still people playing Red Dead.
Yes, there's definitely people still playing Red Dead,
and I'm still playing Ark. So that's fine.
Cool, you and all 6 people in the world.
Whatever. Hey, we're good friends. Thanksgiving last year.
Well, while you're not playing PUBG Mobile.
Oh,
actually.
yes. You know what? Absolutely.
So Bill caught a lot of guff from our fans for posting a anti-mobile meme. And we actually have someone on the show that is an active mobile gamer.
I'm getting into it. You know what?
It is a legit world, I guess. It exists.
It does. It does.
You guys think we're joking? His tablet is right there. He was just playing.
Literally, he was playing right before we started.
You can play in traffic when you're on a shitter. I mean, come on. Whenever you get your ass whooped, have at it.
Oh, God.
So you just say you like getting your ass whooped?
Yes.
Ooh.
That's true.
So let's forego what's been buzzing with us and get right into the round of 32.
Yeah, I just feel like being depressed this week. Yeah. Let's go.
So our first one, we have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 versus The Witcher 3.
Someone's gonna get hurt on this one.
Great. What is the greater game? What is the greater game? And give some backstory. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 beat Hitman in the first round, and Witcher 3 beat Secret of Monkey Island.
Well, those are easy matches.
Yeah. So
I want to say The Witcher. I feel like Witcher's won more awards, but Tony Hawk does have the nostalgia feel.
Here's the thing: Tony Hawk is a nostalgia feel, and also the Tony Hawk that really reinvented the skateboard video game genre. Not that Tony Hawk Pro Skater was the first one, but it was the one. You know, like everyone remembers, Skate or Die on the regular Nintendo and California games and all the classics and stuff like that. But Tony Hawk Pro Skater was the first one that made you feel like you were a skateboarder. No matter how over the top it was, it still really put you in that world. You know, for me, I'll say it like this: if we're really talking about what's a better game, that's opinionated. But if we're going to talk about what's the greater game, I gotta say Tony Hawk, to be honest.
I kind of want to go with you because me and you never really played through The Witcher.
No.
So I want to say Witcher 3, but I am in the end. I'm going to say Tony Hawk.
See, my big thing with Witcher is that everyone that I know has played it said it's phenomenal and one of the best games they've ever played. But they've always said, if you like Skyrim, you're going to love this. And if you like, Dragon Age, like BioWare games, your choices, you're going to love this.
Tony Hawk came around when you didn't have that.
Exactly. Witcher 3 made something that was already out there a little cooler and done better.
And better graphics, yeah.
But Tony Hawk Pro Skater, like I said, it didn't create a genre, but it really was the forerunner of that genre. So yeah, let's go Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
And it had a great soundtrack.
And it had a great fucking soundtrack. Great fucking soundtrack.
That was on one of our lists, I believe.
Yes, it was. So I'm gonna go into the next one, and what we'll do is we'll probably switch it up halfway through, where because we're just working off our list. I'll probably get Bill to read the ones for the next round.
Yeah.
So we'll just make it more seamless. This is an easy one, but it's cool because it's two different games and they're both great in their own right. Horizon Zero Dark, which I played a lot of. Bill has not touched, but that's
Dawn or Dark?
Zero Dawn. So,
okay.
Yeah, that too. That game too. I've been drinking, Bill. What do you want?
What do we got? Get another black guy here.
We're not even 10 minutes in and we're already got racial humor brewing. You know it's going to be a good episode. So we got Horizon Zero Dawn versus the seminal classic, Super Mario World.
All right, I know where you're going with
Super Mario World, for sure. And I love Horizon. This is coming from the one guy in the room that's played Horizon. It's got big God of War vibes. You are a character who is the most badass of her clan. She was an outcast from their clan, and it takes place in the future world. And you have to, one, discover the mysteries that are going on behind this world that you live in, all the secrets behind it. But you also are just really female Turok and fucking up monster dragon dinosaur robots, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh, okay.
There's another one you left off the list, Turok.
Yeah, we talked about Turok, and I think I left it off just to have GoldenEye because let's put it this way: if we're going to talk about a first-person shooter from that era, I would automatically put GoldenEye above Turok. So why even include Turok in this?
True story.
But yeah, Super Mario World, and we'll talk about this dozens of times. In my opinion, one of the top 3 greatest video games ever created.
The first Super Mario.
Super Mario World, Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's there's only 2 Mario games in here, and we added Super Mario World and Super Mario 64.
Yes.
Because Super Mario 64 changed the game and made the first 3D Mario game.
Right.
But yeah, the Super Mario World, totally
Easy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Made that one easy. Let's keep this ball rolling. Super Mario World, and for the next battle. This is another good one because these are great games. We're getting a lot because all the games in the top 64 were all great games, and they now are in the round of 32. So now it's the best great games, and it's only going to get harder as we go along. So we got The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, versus Call of Duty: Modern Warfare 2.
Oh shit! I already know what I'm picking.
You're the odd man out, and you're the one person that you. So this is one of the first battles we got where you remember both these games and played both of these games a lot. So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to let you start off. What's your opinion in between that battle?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
So someone obviously likes being called racial names.
He likes being cursed out by 14-year-olds from Germany.
No, I mean I guess I got into the whole hype of Legend of Zelda, so that's why I played it. But I don't really care for Zelda really at all.
Okay.
So I mean, it was an enjoyable game. I got so much more enjoyment out of playing Call of Duty.
Okay.
Online or campaign?
Both.
Okay.
Modern Warfare 2 is
Played
definitely
the shit out of that
the
game.
echelon of all the stories.
That's Speak No Russian,
Absolutely.
right? Modern Warfare 2 is Speak No Russian, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that makes this harder.
Bill, do you have a decision in your mind? Because I already have a decision in my mind.
I'm gonna go Ocarina.
I gotta go Ocarina too. I'm sorry.
That was like the first open world game you got really on like an N64. If you
here's-
really think about it.
Here's the thing, and this is where we're at now. We're talking about what's the greatest game of all time? And Modern Warfare 2, you know me, and the amount of hours we played Modern Warfare 2 for. Modern Warfare 2 is, as we talk on the show, me and Bill aren't big online gamers. I play more online games than Bill. Modern Warfare 2 was one of those games that I played the shit out of. That was a game that I put hours upon hours
and
upon
again,
hours.
the campaign alone, it was such,
the story was great.
It was a
with
great story.
Captain Price and Soap and
you
Ghost.
assaulted an airport. An airport. Oh god, it's just insane. Love that game.
As we said last week, not because we're saying something wins or saying that the other game is bad, but I'm talking about a game of greatness, a game that broke down boundaries and changed the way video games were made. I gotta go with Ocarina.
I'm also now worried about Justin going to an airport.
You're now on a watch list now, Justin.
No, I wouldn't even.
You were that person who texted him, "I'd miss your flight tomorrow."
Not at all. Not at all. I don't even. I wouldn't even sneeze around a police officer. I would no trauma. Forget that.
All right. So now we're getting to one that I think that we're actually going to have. I think we're going to have some dissension. This might be an argument one. God of War beat Battlefront 2 in the first round.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's going up against something that beat The Walking Dead in the first round. And the game that beat The Walking Dead in the first round was Final Fantasy VII. So it's God of War versus Final Fantasy
But just, it's not the God of War. It just came out. It's the very first
It's
God
the
of War.
first God of War. It's the first God of War. So it's God of War, the original, versus Final Fantasy VII. I'll let you guys go.
No, fuck.
Fuck
Final Fantasy. So God of War. Hands down. Great game.
All right. So we got an anti RPG guy in the room, and that's good. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That's fine. And
Not
this
that
is
I
why
hold a great amount of disdain towards RPGs. It's just I don't have that kind of time. It's a turn based. I can't.
And this is what's great about our show is because the world of gaming is so wide and it's so broad. And the one thing that me and Bill end up falling into a lot with our show is we are so big of fans of the same games. Mine different a little bit more, where I play more online games and stuff like that, and Bill's differ a little bit more, where he ends up playing a lot more one-player games, and that's great because we always have stuff to talk about, but it's cool to have someone in here that's different than both of us, because you are a mainly online game player, and you don't play a lot of RPGs like that, so, and that's a world of gaming that is still very important, and that needs a voice, so, still, so God of War 5 on 7, Justin's with God of War.
I'm also going to go God of War, but I feel like if you really want to go coin flip on this, we can.
Oh.
I won't, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm gonna pick Final Fantasy VII, because especially for genre specific games, God of War changed the game and paved the way for first person action adventure games.
Yeah,
100%. Final Fantasy VII was the first fully 3D RPG game, and that's so much more of an important step for me in gaming than what God of War is. Because I'm not going to compare which one's greater, because I think both their separate genres, they're equally as great. God of War is one of the greatest action adventure games of all time. Final Fantasy VII is one of the greatest RPGs of all time. But Final Fantasy VII, what it did for RPGs, I think, did more than what God of War did for action adventure games, and that's why I'm going to go Final Fantasy VII. But with that said, you guys both going God of War, and I won't argue that because God of War is a great game. My top 3 boss battles, a God of War moment was in it.
I'm starting to get nervous again that God of War is going to run.
Kratos
won last year.
Kratos won the most badass Kratos player.
Yeah, we still can't remember who Kratos was up against.
It was Batman.
I thought Batman lost. No. Oh, that's right. It was Batman.
It was Batman. Because we were hoping for Batman Joker, which almost happened.
Oh.
That almost happened in the finals, but no.
Yeah, but Bill sucks at rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. Okay, so we made it through that one. I knew that was one I wanted to talk about for a little bit. This one is going to be Doom 2, which beat Spyro, versus Tetris, which beat Silent Hill 3. Both two originators, kind of their genres. Again, Tetris with puzzle games and Doom 2 with first-person shooters. I'll start it off. I guess it's hard for me to even say it, but I'm going to stick to what I've been saying. If we're finding the greatest game of all time, I think Tetris beats Doom 2. Because Doom 2, as groundbreaking as it was for first-person shooters, was still like kind of in the realm of like, you know, Doom 2 and Doom and Wolfenstein and other games that came out around it. Doom 2 was probably the changer, and I almost kind of am picking Tetris because I feel like Tetris is like the underdog, because I don't think Tetris is gonna really win this championship, but I got to be the voice for Tetris. Someone's got to speak up for how great Tetris is, because it's not even that we play these games a lot. All the money made from Candy Crush, all the money made from Bejeweled, all the money gained from all of these fucking puzzle games that have come out would have never happened if it wasn't for Tetris. Honestly, Tetris is still the highest selling video game of all time, by far, and also is, in my opinion, when you think of like handheld games, you think of cellular games, like games like that. Tetris is one of the first handheld games. Like when you talk about Game Boy, you think about Tetris. That's what I play Tetris on mostly. So I think Tetris.
I'm gonna side with you on this one. Okay. As you said, Doom 2 is the repeat of what was already there.
Yeah. Right, cool. That's sensible. I honestly really didn't have a choice. I really didn't have a pick at first, but we broke it down. Completely right. Tetris all the way.
Okay, so this one is.
Yeah, but now we have to play Tetris against God of War.
Yeah. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it yet. All right. So we are now going into the next one, which we're going with Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raider, which beat Resident Evil 2. Which is funny. The more I've been playing Resident Evil 2 now, I'm looking at this and I'm like, damn, I'll let Tomb Raider win. What was I thinking in the last episode? But I'll stand by it.
Mr. X didn't kick your ass yet.
That's what it was. And we're going against Sonic, which beats Kingdom Hearts. So Tomb Raider versus Sonic. And then we're talking the OGs. The OG Tomb Raider versus the OG Sonic.
I'm going to go with Sonic because that Tomb Raider had pixelated titties.
But if you had it on PC...
She had triangle titties.
If you had it on the PC, you put the nudity code in.
No.
And you can see pixelated nude titties. Justin, what do you got on this? Because you play both of these games.
I would say Tomb Raider. Not taking anything away from Sonic. Sonic's a classic game, but Tomb Raider is just everything it can do. The mechanics of the game, I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it was a beautifully made game.
I'm going to go with you, and to add on to that, and then as we've been talking about before, this is kind of what I've been boiling shit down to when I talk about greatest games. Sonic is a great platformer, but the way that
it did kind of fall off, and now Tomb Raider is. It really is, like the game said, Rise of Tomb Raider.
Yeah, to talk about how, if we were saying earlier, if God of War was a game changer in the first-person action-adventure game, I don't think I've played a 3D action-adventure game before Tomb Raider. I think Tomb Raider might have been the first 3D action-adventure game I've ever played. So for that alone, and for lasting as long as it did, and putting out great content with every release, I'll go Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider over Sonic.
I'm good with that. I realized Sonic fell off in a very hard way. People weren't even excited about the movie.
Yeah, but it's funny. Sonic's got a die-hard underground fan, and they're not underground at all. It's very popular. People love the Sonic adventure games and stuff like that. It was something that I never got into, but Sonic's one of the things that kind of stood the test of time. All right, so let's go into the next one. This is going to be upsetting for me because I love both of these games, and these are games that I played both of for a large amount of time. Borderlands lost to Red Dead 2 in the first round, and Katamari Damacy lost to Left 4 Dead. So we're talking Red Dead 2 versus Left 4 Dead. Does anyone want to start this? I
can't say anything because I haven't played Red Dead 2 yet. So I can't say anything about that.
Again, greatest games of all time. Actually, looking back on this, I'm surprised I let Katamari lose to Left 4 Dead. Again, because now I'm thinking about in the mindset that I'm in right now. Left 4 Dead's a great game, but Left 4 Dead is a zombie reskin of Half-Life 2. It's a zombie reskin of Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
That's all Left 4 Dead is. And Red Dead 2 is by far one of the greatest games I've ever played in my entire life.
But you loved Left 4 Dead, though.
I know. See,
you
and that's why I
loved
said it's
that
going to hurt
game.
me to make this answer.
That's true, yeah. That makes sense. You
But
really
I'm
loved
still
that
gonna
game.
let one of you go first on this one.
I'm Red Dead 2. I'm Red Dead 2.
I can't. I've never played Red Dead 2, so I don't know. Left 4 Dead was a great game.
So maybe you can be Switzerland on this one.
Yeah,
so
I'll be Switzerland
All
on
right.
this
So what you got, Bill?
God, I want to say Left 4 Dead because just how you would just try to show up your friends with how many more kills you would get, or how much damage you would do to the tank, or,
Yeah.
or how much damage you took from the tank. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. But in Red Dead 2. Just, I know I mentioned this last episode, just the amount of shit that is in this game, like, if you keep your pellets in the water for too long, they get water off. Just how much shit is overhauled.
I have heard that.
If you walk through water with your gun on your hip, your guns will rust and lose damage. Like,
Was affecting this?
it's over the top actually how extensive Red Dead 2 is, and that's why I had to pick it.
I still have not seen that quality horse genital action yet.
I have not.
I haven't asked Reese. I just
Yeah.
if he sees it, that's his. I'm gonna go Red Dead.
You're gonna go Red Dead?
Yeah,
All right.
Left 4 Dead, great game, but they rushed it with Left 4 Dead 2, and we never got a Left 4 Dead 3 because of it.
Yep. There you go. Like I said, it's Red Dead 2. This is one that is easy for me, but Bill's probably going to have to think about it for a little bit. Crash Bandicoot lost to Uncharted in the first round, and Force Unleashed lost to Gears of War in the first round. And I am just going to put out there and just go Uncharted. And even if Uncharted is a reskin of Tomb Raider, which basically it kind of is, to me, Gears of War is Halo with the camera pulled away from the person. So for that, I think Uncharted is a greater game than Gears of War. Because Uncharted, to me, that's artwork, and we talked about this earlier, that's artwork.
The short film itself, yeah.
Yeah, Uncharted, you can watch the movie, and not a knock to Gears, because Gears is phenomenal. But I remember when Gears came out, I'm like, oh, it's third-person Halo. Like... And no, it's not. It's got a great story. It's a great video game, but if you boil it down, to me, it's all it ever stood for. It didn't really stand for a great moment in video gaming. I guess I'll say that.
I can see that. It seemed pretty cheesy to me.
Well, as everyone knows, I don't have the PlayStation, so I still haven't played Uncharted.
Yeah, and I knew this. I knew, so, I mean...
Gears is a very fun thing. I started 4. I still have to finish it. We are more than like...
we're sliding, for the people that are listening and not watching, I'm sliding the quarter over towards Bill's.
This is like all the thought process I'm going through right now. We're more than likely to get an Uncharted movie than a Gears movie. Because you think about the budget and all that.
I agreed. I totally agree.
And I remember just watching this short film with you and just going, this is fucking great.
Like, why is it Netflix or Hulu picking this up right now? Like, watching that. And, like, this could be on TV or on a series right this very instant.
I don't know. You could easily screw up a video game movie, like...
No, well, they do it all the time.
I mean, like,
easily screwed it up. Oh, my God. There was a movie of that?
Okay,
there's
let's
two of them.
not. Let's not.
There were two
Oh,
of them.
man.
They were both
Oh, yeah.
With that said, Uncharted.
Uncharted!
Sorry, Xbox.
From the Xbox fan himself, he is going
It
with
just
Uncharted.
looks like a much more thrilling movie than Gears of War does.
It definitely does. I've never played it myself either, but it looks beautiful.
But that's a good judgment, like way to.
It's not saying like Gears and tug at the heartstring. Dom's wife scene. That's the,
you know,
that shit hurt.
No, seriously, it's not a knock to it at all. So this is a great one for you.
Okay.
So Justin, guys, for all the viewers out there, he's a good friend of me and Bill's. I've known Justin since I was like probably 6, 7 years old. We grew up playing video games together, and you hear me on
you guys
here.
can hear the fights.
You guys hear me talk about No Mercy and GoldenEye and Mary Cry and Smash Brothers, of course. That was me and Justin's. That was our era.
Absolutely.
That was us.
Come get some.
Us in our prime. So for this next battle, Juice, Life is Strange lost in the first round to WWF No Mercy, and Star Fox lost in the first round to Super Smash Brothers.
Oh
So
my
Super
God.
Smash Brothers versus WWF No Mercy.
I already know where he's going.
I mean, Without,
I have a feeling I know both of you.
I want to just talk about it for a second because we got Justin over here. These two video games are literally our childhood.
Yeah.
Like there's these we play GoldenEye a lot, but honestly, I probably would say No Mercy or the THQ wrestling games throughout the years. And Smash Brothers were probably the two most popular between us when we grew up playing.
I still have a feeling I know where both of you are going to go on this. I'm just going to.
It's 100% Smash Brothers. The answer's 100% Smash Brothers.
Whoa!
And I'll tell you why.
That's not what I was expecting from
I'll tell you why, because here's why, and this will quell your hesitation.
Please.
This is quell your hesitation. How popular, how many tournaments, how many people talk about how big of a thing is Super Smash Brothers still right now?
You're right.
When's the last time someone really gave a fuck about the SmackDown 2K games?
You're right.
They're just bad.
And then people play them, but I say it all the time. No Mercy was the last good one. I never got into the SmackDown. SmackDown never felt right. It never played right.
Never played right. You're right.
The controllers are clunky. I told you, I got the Game Pass and got 2K17 for free and played 10 minutes. I was like, these controllers just don't feel right.
Yeah, and some of this feel right. And I'll tell you this right now. Even with that said, for the new Smash Brothers, because we're OG Smash Brothers players, the new Smash Brothers games don't feel the same, but they feel much better, and we can't knock the effect Smash Brothers has had on the world.
Absolutely.
The world has accepted Smash Brothers as one of the greatest competitive games out there, and the wrestling games are...
Shout out to No Mercy, though. Shout
out to No.
Great game.
Not.
Shout out to so much.
Yeah.
I would basically, like you guys said, the newer wrestling games just do not live up to the standard. I would base every wrestling game I play
100%
off of that.
Yes, they look more realistic.
The intros are better. The creative characters better, sure, but the gameplay just is not the same at all.
No,
controls aren't that easy at all. Yeah. So Smash, although you guys still need to get better at Switch.
We do. We got. I feel like it's just because it's Smash Brothers. We owe it to ourselves to get switches and get good at it, so we can prove all these young herbs we need to lose a step. We just needed to upgrade.
Coming soon, the upgrade montage.
Training fucking. It's like I was playing Smash. We're
gonna have the thing from Team America. All you need is a montage.
Shit.
Absolutely.
Bunch of clips with the song in the back.
Are we recording this week? No, dude, I got training.
I got training. I got practice. I'm sorry.
Where are you going?
So let's go on to the next battle, guys. This one's easy answer for me, and I can just get right into it. It's Portal versus Skyrim. Portal beat Smash Ultimate, and Skyrim beat Tekken 3. Portal versus Skyrim. I'm going Skyrim again for the same reason why Left 4 Dead lost. Portal is amazing, and what they did with that game is groundbreaking, but it's more just a reskin game of Half-Life 2. And it's a game you can literally play in 6 hours. Not even. If you want to just blaze through it, you can Studio Dogs here, by the way.
Yeah.
If you want to just blaze through it, you can play it in 4 to 6 hours, easily. I beat it in a day, in an afternoon. One day, and I loved it, and that's how great this game is, that no matter how short it is, people still talk about how great this game is still today, because it was phenomenal. But Skyrim...
I'm going to go with you on this.
Skyrim was epic, man.
Because, God, do they love fucking... Bethesda just loves rehashing this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the Switch now. Now it's on your fucking smartphone. Good for you.
Yeah.
You guys need money that badly? Fallout really doing that bad? I mean, 76 is, but I mean... Sorry,
let's. I don't like to talk about it, Bill.
You had such high hopes,
and the rest of the world did.
Let's move on. This is a U battle, Bill. This is a U battle.
It's every day.
It's gonna be a very easy decision for you. So MK3 lost to BioShock in the first round. And No Man's Sky, because no one liked that game, lost to Mad Max in the first round. So
BioShock.
Yeah, I know. Mad Max is BioShock.
Mad Max is a very fun fucking game.
And alright, so I didn't bring it up. I talked about this in the pre-show. So when we were writing the brackets, we're like, let's write all the greatest games, blah, blah, blah. And in my mind, everyone that knows the show and knows me, Fallout's my favorite game of all time. In my mind, I'm like, Fallout. I never wrote Fallout on the bracket. There isn't a Fallout game in the entire first 64 bracket. I never put it in. So right now, because I'm Reese, I'm giving Fallout honorary award. It's like the NIT championships of the March Madness.
It's an anticipation.
No one really cares about the NIT.
That's why Orlando's been wearing a Fallout helmet.
Yeah, So Fallout's automatically got second place. Fallout's automatically second. I don't care what the final is. Fallout's automatically second. I know. I'm wrong. But anyway,
I think Reese forgot how tournaments.
I brought this up because how the fuck? I mean, I'm no knock to you, Bill. How the fuck did I let Mad Max be a game on the list of greatest games of all time and not Fallout? What? All
right, that makes it funnier.
That's where I was going with that. That was that whole story.
Because we all grew up with the movies and then the game.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Bioshock.
Yeah, Bioshock.
It's not even a conversation. Bioshock.
Mad Max, it is Grand Theft Auto in the desert, and you get to beat the shit out of people. So who really cares?
Yeah. For the next battle, this one might be one that we might need to take a second to discuss. GTA 3 beat Duke Nukem. Super Mario 64 beat StarCraft. Super Mario 64 versus GTA 3. I don't want to start this one.
Both groundbreakers.
Yeah.
Easily. GTA 3 reminded us just how much fun the series was, and was the first 3D version.
First 3D.
Very, very, very choppy.
I mean,
oh yes,
very choppy. It was.
Let's think about this though. For the time.
Yes.
How many hours did we spend sitting at the harbor in my room?
Endless.
Passing a joystick around and trying to...
Love that game.
How well did you know that, Matt? Did you know where
I know it now.
Oh, come on.
I know right where to go to get the Banshee, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Right next to the junkyard.
Absolutely. I know that game.
That was in the time when they didn't show you the path. You kind of... This is how I did. You would start with the arrow on the screen, get it centered, and then you would try and
figure it out.
That was back before they had legit GPS on the maps, where you could follow the lines and shit like that.
It's bad when real GPS beat video game GPS.
but let's not knock. Super Mario 64 was the first 3D platforming game for Super Mario. Was it before Crash? And no, Crash wasn't full. It technically was kind of full 3D, but not really. Did it beat Spyro? I think it was before Spyro.
Yeah.
Because Spyro was
before Spyro,
full 3D. Super Mario 64. I mean, in my opinion, the first 3D platforming game in GTA 3 is the first full 3D GTA game in every video game in the world. If that came out after GTA 3 says they didn't borrow something from GTA 3, is lying. They're lying.
I'm 50-50 on this one. Honestly,
I kind of am too, man. I don't know. What would you pick out of those two?
I would pick GTA. I'm not saying anything against Super Mario 64. Not at all. Like you said, the first 3D of GTA.
Yeah, both.
And look I mean, GTA before that was great. It was great as it was. But when the GTA 3 came out, 3D world, the live maps, traffic, everything about the game. Look at Red Dead. Look at the other GTAs. Look at all these other open world games like that.
This is the reason why I'll side with you, and I think this will be the point that we'll probably end on for this battle. Think about any video game that has come out over the last 18 years since GTA 3 come out. What do you say when you describe a video game to someone? It's GTA with. It's GTA with.
Yes.
It's GTA with.
Yes.
It's like every 3D sandbox game that's come out since GTA 3, the first sandbox game came out, you say, oh, it's GTA with this. It's GTA. You just said it earlier with Mad Max. It's GTA in the desert.
Yes.
Yes. You automatically say that. Who says that about 3D platforming games?
I think we just settled that. GTA 3 wins.
Yeah, I definitely.
Absolutely. Great game, and the tank was the best part.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely.
Although it showed children how to get rid of a hooker, so.
So
get your money back.
I'll tell you for a fact that I'm the only person that would be defending the one in this one. So I'll start off because it's Spider-Man lost to Mass Effect 2 and Fear lost to Final Fantasy X. I would be the guy that would be the person to be the voice to speak for Final Fantasy X.
This is a tough one for you.
I would be that guy, being the person that's speaking for Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X is not a better game than Mass Effect 2. And I say that because if you're going to... These are both sequels. If you're talking about a game that is one of the greatest sequels of all time, Final Fantasy X is a great sequel. Mass Effect 2, in my opinion, is the greatest sequel to any video games that ever came out. There's never been a second game that I've played that came out that was instantaneously, I'm like, this is light years beyond the first one.
Oh, yeah.
All the other games are like, oh, the story got better. GTA 3 maybe I could say is different, but that's a whole nother world.
Right,
you know?
right.
No, Mass Effect 2 was literally, when I played that, I'm like, this is the greatest sequel. This is the best follow-up game I've ever played in my life. Like, the level that they jumped from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2 is light years. I say I'll stand by that.
Because it's a space game.
See what I did there? But Final Fantasy X was the first 3D, first PlayStation 2, not first 3D, first PlayStation 2 Final Fantasy game. It was phenomenal. It was amazing. The story's great. I love the game. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasies of all time. But no, I gotta go Mass Effect 2.
You already know where my vote is.
Alright, so we go Mass Effect 2. Let's get into the next battle.
Also, Reese, before we get too much further, how is that?
Dude, I've been quietly just getting drunk over here, drinking this 13% coconut stout. Again, coconut macaroons by the brewery. Thank you for sponsoring us by not doing anything. But
the fuck?
Yeah.
That goes down smooth as shit.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
That's dangerous.
Pass.
Justin?
Nope, I'm good. Dude,
You sure?
I'm perfectly fine.
It's not overly sweet, but it's still got that coconut, flavor in it.
Oh,
So.
what are you? Mazango. No. Yeah, take your pick.
Yeah, what you got?
Hop, revolver, stone hop. Stone hop?
You might not like that. It's a little hot behind you. That's a spruce ale from Yards. That's not bad. Oh, what's that 21st Amendment? You're probably going to love this.
This one?
I say brew free or die IPA over the hot revolver. The hot revolver will kill you. 'Cause you're not a big IPA guy. This is a ginger beer. If you want, it's like a ginger ale beer.
French beer.
There's a ginger ale beer?
Yeah, ginger beer. That's what you use to make Dark and Stormies.
Let me try this guy.
This is a cider.
Die IPA.
If you want to.
Oh, we got a Lord Hobo. We got an Angelica.
Oh, okay. That's cider. And
I'm just...
this is good. This is really super light. You like Rolling Rock, you'll like that beer.
This is one I'm hiding for myself. Is the German-style sour ale, the Elgos.
Yeah. You will like that. The bottle you just put back in, I say drink that. Sorry, guys. Let me go into the next one where there's some good beers. Arkham Knight is in this round. It beat Soul Calibur 2. And Halo 2 is in this round. It beat Dark Souls 2. So Arkham Knight versus Halo 2.
This is a tough one.
I'm not for me. I've never played Arkham Knight, but I hate Halo. So
You hate Halo.
yeah, Halo. It's Halo.
So I think you might not be allowed in this decision because you're biased.
Is it difficult to be hard and be good at Halo? No, it's not difficult. Come on,
It's got one.
it's not difficult to be good at that game.
What before, because it came out before Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. Halo revolutionized console competitive gaming. Revolutionized.
We would not have red versus blue without.
We would not have Red versus Blue without Halo 2. We would not have a lot of things with if it wasn't for how Halo 2 changed the game for competitive online gaming.
Halo 2
it still had, in my opinion, one of the greatest interfaces for online gameplay. It had being able to download videos and pictures from your online games before any console game did. Like Halo 2, and you know me, I'm not a Halo fan. I've never been a Halo fan. But I cannot knock what Halo 2 has done for the gaming world. And Arkham Knight is fucking great. It's amazing. I like Arkham Knight as a game more than I like Halo 2. I still think Halo 2 is a greater game than Arkham Knight.
I'm going Arkham Knight.
Okay,
That was the most
that's
fun Batman experience I've had.
Phenomenal.
We're going Arkham Knight.
Phenomenal. We're going to go. I'll take it.
We're not girls over here.
I'll take it.
It's
Wow.
Halo 2.
It's usually I'm the one who pisses the viewers off. Now Justin.
Again,
It's
simple.
This is great.
I'm too competitive for that. If it's easy to be good at a game, it's not a fun game. I don't see the point in it. Especially for being a multiplayer online game.
The fun part, you didn't have microtransaction in Halo 2.
Yeah.
What's microtransaction?
Wait, where you can buy the better armor and all that.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
So you have that.
Yeah, that's not bad. But so Halo 2 came straight to Xbox 360, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a game. It's a PlayStation 2 game. It was actually on Xbox as well. It's called 25 to Life.
Game. Again. Remember? Don't remember.
Fun as shit, though. I'm sorry. Fun as shit.
Nope, not doing it again.
You couldn't play that game and pick it up and be good at it. You actually had to play it and be good. That's all I'm saying. Halo's not a hard game.
Hey, Justin, you want to remind the viewers what 25 to Life is about?
I'm saying again.
You want to remind the viewers what 25 to Life is about?
Oh, the story is terrible. I'm not knocking that. Story's terrible. It's team deathmatch.
No.
Survivors, basically.
Where did it take place?
Where?
Yeah.
In prison, right?
No. There was a prison part of it, but it didn't take place in prison.
That joke kind of ruined itself.
No.
We're trying to recreate some magic over here.
Okay.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Anyway.
Inside baseball.
Which
you don't even remember from the last time you were on the show. You talked about 25 to Life, and there was a very funny racist moment that happened. And we were trying to recreate it. So that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's probably for the best.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably for the best.
I'm sorry, people. You can just edit that out.
So for the next battle, we looked at this earlier in the pre-show, and everyone was like scratching their chins, like, "Oh,
we're not there already, are we?
Yeah, we're there. We're there."
This is good.
This is gonna. I told you. Like, I know. I'm a bartender. I know what beers are good for people. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic beat BioShock Infinite, and that's going up against GoldenEye 007, which beat Guitar Hero 2. So
is it not GoldenEye? Is it not GoldenEye?
Oh man,
is it not GoldenEye?
It's a conversation. I'll tell you, it's a conversation.
Because we've already said you are not an RPG guy.
You're not an RPG
Me
guy.
and Reese are.
Whatever. That's fine.
Not an RPG.
Please. So because it's a good RPG.
But no, it is like the best Star Wars game there ever was.
Yes, by far.
Okay. I mean,
like this is like Shadows of the Empire. It beats Force Unleashed. It beats.
And if we're talking GoldenEye,
like you actually get to become your own Jedi.
That's pretty dope. I mean, for Star Wars, it's
single
single world. Like what else is that like? What other aspect outside of Star Wars is it actually dipping into besides being a Star Wars game?
We've talked about this. GoldenEye revolutionized first-person
Let's put it this way.
shooters.
We're going to talk about Halo 2. Halo 2 would be a video game.
Very true.
It wasn't. I'll say that. You can quote me on that. Like, Doom and Duke Nukem and Wolfenstein started the first-person shooter craze on PC. GoldenEye, it took it to the next level because you could do it on consoles. And I don't know if I can say the same for KOTOR. BioWare is amazing, and they've been making great story-driven games, and on top of the fact it's a Star Wars game, so that's got a lot going for it. And it's
we don't got a lot of those.
It's a great
original
story. We don't have many good ones.
Yes.
And KOTOR brings a great original story in the Star Wars universe, so that's already got a lot going for itself. I'm not using it as a knock. I'm using it as a positive for them. But it's hard for me because GoldenEye is one of my favorite games of all time, and I always talk about how it revolutionized console first-person shooting. And for me to try and say that's better than KOTOR, which I will always say that KOTOR is one of the greatest games that I've ever had a chance to play and it's ever come out, because it's difficult for me. It's difficult. I'll side GoldenEye.
You got a choice.
Not easily, but that's what I mean. It's a conversation. I knew I was going to side GoldenEye the entire time, but it's definitely something I would want to talk about. I don't think
I'm not knocking Knights. I'm just saying.
I don't want to knock Knights either.
It's GoldenEye all the way. And it's not because I'm great at it. It's just.
Oh boy! I was never phenomenal at GoldenEye. I'm good. I can hold my own.
Knights of the Republic is one of my favorite games of all time. Sequel, not as much.
All right, so we're getting for the last battle in the round of 32, and then we'll get to the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, and the Final Four. We're going to knock all that out in this episode. Don't worry, it's going to go much quicker.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. This is how we do it. We knew this would be a long one. It's always like a good hour and a half one. But let's get to the final battle in this round, and that is GTA 5, which beat Jak and Daxter, and it's going up against Half-Life 2, which beat SXX Tricky, and Half-Life 2 is definitively the answer.
I've never played it, so I can't. I've heard really good things about it. So
Let's put it this way: you play Counter-Strike?
No.
You never play Counter-Strike. You play online first-person shooters. You don't play Counter-Strike. You never play Counter-Strike.
Nope.
You Play Left 4 Dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have played that if it wasn't for Half-Life 2. People wouldn't be playing Counter-Strike if it wasn't.
No,
for
I just,
Half-Life
I know, I dig that. I've heard
yeah.
it's a really, really, really good game. I'm not knocking. I can't play it.
I like GTA 5. GTA 5 is, and we include GTA 5 because of the online community it created, and this game is still a game that people are playing and paying money for.
Yeah.
Top dollar for
Lots
it.
of fucking money.
And a lot of people are still playing it, and it came out 4 years ago, three and a half years ago almost.
Yeah, it's when Rockstar found about microtransactions.
Yeah. GTA 5 is killing the game, so I'm glad that they're included in this list. But if we're talking about the greatest games of all time, Half-Life 2 is, in my
Easily
opinion,
Half-Life 2.
easily a greater game.
You got those
than
graphics
GTA 5.
on an original Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Lost the coin.
Oh, you lost the coin.
Oh, I found
You lost the great equalizer.
I'll pick it up.
So that was the first round of second round. That was our field of 32. We are now going to get into the Sweet 16. I can't wait for this. We're gonna break down all types of walls. I'm gonna take a break because I need to piss. Bill needs to piss. Justin needs to piss. I want to smoke a cigarette. And we will be back shortly, and we will finish out the final battles for this year's March Madness.
Should we talk about marijuana on the show?
You can talk about marijuana on the show.
Oh,
It's
we're
okay.
rolling joint.
It's gaming bud.
No, we don't promote that on here.
We'll be right back after this short break. Run, Bill, run. Alrighty, guys, so we're back from break, and we're going to jump right back into the Sweet 16 of the 2019 March Madness. I need a beer first before we do anything.
I gotta pick up the coin. I forgot about the coin.
Where's it?
Down here.
Oh, get it.
Pick
Jesus.
it up.
I'll take.
Give me the beer.
Yeah.
Is that the cider beer?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's the cider.
Okay.
You get the cider. You get the
Leave
cider.
that out for you right now.
That's the ginger ale one.
Yep, it's ginger beer.
You said it was a
Oh, there's
cider.
cider. There is a cider beer.
That's it.
That's
Yep.
it. Oh, ho! Hi-yo.
Party foul.
Party foul. All right. Pause.
Black people.
I mean, Reese, I have more than enough papers over here. Just put it on top of it.
We actually have a roll of paper towels.
I was gonna say, wow, that's where we are.
Yeah. Let me at least get these.
Aren't you supposed to cover the supply budget, Orlando? What are you doing, man?
He didn't do shit.
Get your shit together.
He kind of just makes bad movies and just hangs out here.
But he's really good looking.
But he was great in the Kingdom.
Kingdom.
Or Kingdom Heaven.
There you go.
That's it. Yeah, the Kingdom was that Jamie Foxx and
50 Cent movie with Jessica Biel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Samuel L.
that
Jackson was in that too.
That wasn't the Kingdom.
Yes, it was. Not 50 Cent. It was
50 Cent was in it.
No, he
Was
wasn't. No, he wasn't in the Kingdom. The Kingdom was.
Jamie Foxx.
It was Jamie
Oh
Foxx.
yeah.
It was the dude. Oh, he did that movie with Ryan Reynolds when they switched bodies.
That says a lot. Oh, J.C. Bateman.
Yeah, he was in it too. He was in that.
Oh, this
too.
is a lot. Ryan Reynolds.
Jason
And-
Bateman in a serious movie?
Yeah.
And
Couple
I
of them.
can't think of the other guy. He plays a bad guy in those movies. Can't think of his name. But it was a good movie. I watched it the other day, so I know what's the
fucking
thing.
one I'm thinking of?
Was it Hurt Locker?
No,
No.
50 Cent wasn't in that. I know 50 Cent was in this one. It was
A
something
war
like
movie?
yeah, it was like Jamie Foxx, Jessica Biel.
Oh, Stealth?
No, it wasn't.
No, God.
I don't know. I never saw Stealth.
No, none of us remember that actor though.
Obviously. Okay. Wow. Here we go again, guys. Let's try that from the top.
Yeah, we'll stop. We'll look that up later.
Home of the Brave.
That sounds. Yeah, that's right.
Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
That's right. When he said Samuel L. Jackson, that's why I went. Oh, that
Jessica
one.
Biel, yeah. Christina Ricci.
Christina Ricci was in that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Got a movie for Reese to watch.
Fuck yeah.
She used to be.
That used to be.
She got kind of skinny, but I still kill her.
But he wasn't Hurt Locker.
Reese, clarify. Reese, clarify. God, it's a very tough time now.
You know, I
We literally just talked about OJ during the break.
you know, I hate seeing Anthony Mackie because I always, every time I see him, he's a good. What's his character name in Marvel?
Falcon.
Falcon. He's good in that shit, but like I'm like, that's Papa Doc, man. Fuck him.
Fair enough.
Fucking this guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence.
Cool, Clarence.
All right, okay.
Alright.
We can rehash
Alright.
this. Nice and high.
All right, guys, we're back from break, and we're going to jump right back into this March Madness list. So it's going to be round 3, Sweet 16. Let's go right into this, and I think this was the easy one. It made it this far, so I'm good for it. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is going up against Super Mario World, and there's no way that that's a greater game than Super Mario World.
No.
Yeah, so,
Fair.
so yeah, Super Mario World
Fair.
wins that battle. This one's, I think, is a little conversation piece. We're in Ocarina of Time, which beat Breath of the Wild, Modern Warfare 2 to get to where it's at, and God of War, which beat Battlefront 2 and Final Fantasy 7.
Wow, I was way off on that. What that match would be.
So
Because Ocarina of Time against Final Fantasy 7?
God of War.
Oh, God of War.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
I only know my choices, so I'm God of War.
He's God of War. He's God of War.
I'm just not a legend. I'm not a fan.
I'm going to go with him and God of War because that's how kids learn mythology nowadays.
I'm going Ocarina.
Why?
Ocarina. Ocarina, in my opinion, is a greater game. I feel like the immersive world that you played in Ocarina, and also the story-wise with its manipulation of time, it took a franchise like Legend of Zelda to a level that it never even touched upon. And on par with games like Super Mario 64, it was the first 3D Zelda game, and therefore, again, one of the first 3D action RPGs. And for me, action RPGs are definitely my favorite type of video game. Mass Effects and Fallouts are my favorite video games of all time. And this was the first 3D one. I probably wouldn't be playing games like Morrowind and Oblivion and Elder Scrolls and Fallout and Dragon Age and in these games if it wasn't for Ocarina of Time.
Well, damn.
There's a reason.
I think he just swayed both of us.
Yeah, I think you just won.
There's a reason.
Wow.
Me and Bill talk about this all the time because we always, are looking up like lists for our show, and we look up like top RPG lists, look up top video game lists a lot when we're doing research for episodes, and we say it all the time. Ocarina of Time is when people will say top 3 video games of all time list from whatever website it is. My mind is instantly like Super Mario World, Ocarina of Time, Final Fantasy 7, Half-Life 2. Like there's just games that people already herald that like this is one of the greatest games of all time.
Yeah.
And as Ocarina of Time is that God of War, as great as a game it is, isn't the if you're talking about what's greater, what's the greatest.
You can't explore as much in God of War as you can in Legend of
No,
Zelda.
it's more on rails. It's 100% on rails. It's not really open world. And is that a knock on technology? Like no, because I feel like
what's the way the game should be.
It's honestly when they made the game, they weren't expecting you to go and explore backwards.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So next battle, Tetris, which Tetris made it through Silent Hill and through Doom 2 to battle Tomb Raider. Tetris versus Tomb Raider, which Tomb Raider beat Resident Evil 2 and beat Sonic to get to where it is.
I am going to go Tomb Raider on this.
Okay.
Because the games have just gotten so much better. Tetris,
okay.
God, it's one of those ones you get for free on a fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
As classic as it is, I could.
No. Justin, if you had to pick a choice between the two, Tomb Raider or Tetris?
I would say Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Tomb Raider.
I'll
not taking anything from Tetris, but Tetris is just Tetris. It paved the way, but it's just Tetris.
Yeah, I'll side with that. I will say that Tomb Raider is a greater game because I think as big of a world of mobile gaming as I brought up before, that Tomb Raider or Tetris, has opened up. When you were talking about greatness in games, Tomb Raider it's a much more visceral game. Those games always were much more deeper developed, and that's not a knock to Tetris, but
it's one of those things where it's just like GTA, like you compare it, like it's like Tomb Raider, but this,
it's like I always use this for comparison for things. Whenever we're talking about like movies, music, or any type of topic in the world, if I can bring up something from it that a 60-year-old woman will know, like that means it's made it somewhere.
Yeah.
Like that, it's a funny ass meme you see. It's from a video. It's from a documentary. It's from Jay-Z's documentary. And he's on a subway and there's an old white lady, and she's like, "Oh hey, who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm a performer. Like I'm a rapper." And she's like, "I never heard of you." He's like, "Yeah, my name is Jay-Z." She's like, "Oh, I gotta look you up sometime."
Yeah.
Jay-Z said after that, he's like, if I can get to the point where old people know who I am, then that means I know I made something. And I say that all this because I think old people and people that don't know about video games know who Lara Croft is.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Like, I feel like Lara Croft is an icon in video gaming that's transcendent. Like, you can ask my mom who Mario is. She's like, oh, I know Mario. He's in the Italian plumber. I think if you ask my mom who Lara Croft is, she's like, isn't she like some video game with a like guns and big tits? You know, like that's like something I feel like the average person who doesn't know shit about video games would say.
Not so much in the last movie, but they were ample.
They were ample. Alicia Vikander, you're still a dog.
Great movie.
I haven't seen it. Is it?
It actually was pretty good.
Wait. Is it a full action or is it an
animated? It's live action, and it's based after the reboot game. So the first Tomb Raider that came out like 4 or 5 years ago. It was maybe 5, 6 years ago at this point, which is really good, really good. And the movie did a great job with it. So we're gonna get that Tomb Raider. Cheers, Tomb Raider. Tomb the Lara Croft tits.
Oh yeah, so that's it.
Angelina Jolie.
They were good but dark years. Yeah. So we just talked about Tomb Raider, and we got to talk about Tomb Raider's predecessor because without Tomb Raider, this game wouldn't be around. It's Uncharted versus Red Dead 2.
I've never played either, but I'm probably going to say Red Dead 2 because Red Dead 1 was great.
I'm gonna go Uncharted.
Really?
Yes.
I can't say the thing.
They have. If you look at it this way, Red Dead took what 9, 10 years in between.
Yeah.
Uncharted has 4 or 5 games out now. 4. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Red Dead's a spin-off of a great franchise. It's not really, just because it had that many games, I don't think it takes anything away from it. Then again, I've never played Uncharted, so I can't really say anything about it. I just always thought it was aesthetically pleasing.
We need to show him the short film after.
Yeah. Alright. So, I'm actually going to go Red Dead.
Ooh. Whoa!
I'm actually going to go Red Dead.
Whoa, Mr. PlayStation.
Yeah. This PlayStation. But I keep coming back to Red Dead. And maybe I'm being a victim of playing the game so recently. Maybe that's making me a little bit more biased. But it really is perfect. It does everything that a Western game should do. Like, when you play a game that's set in a certain setting, you're like, how is it complementing the setting? The God of War games are great mythology games. The Uncharted games are great adventure games. Red Dead 2 is the perfect Western game. You really are living in a Western world. Like, and it's a really shitty way to describe it, but it's pure. It's really, really pure. Like, that's one thing with Red Dead. Red Dead feels like so naturally I am now a cowboy. Like, and I put that over Uncharted because Uncharted is like playing a great story. It's a great movie, but the world that you can live in and the way you can manipulate it and how you can survive in Red Dead, I think takes that to a different level that Uncharted doesn't really touch on. Because Uncharted is still an on-rails game. It's not an open world game. It's not like, it doesn't have that type of element.
This one goes to Red Dead.
Red Dead. Alright. This is going to be a good one. We got Super Smash Brothers versus Skyrim.
I'm going to let you two go on this one first.
You already know my opinion on.
I know both your
Skyrim those kind of games. It's RPG, correct? Skyrim.
Yeah.
I've never played.
Yes.
It seemed. I thought I would try to play it. It seemed kind of.
It's amazing.
I feel like I wanted to get into really into a story, so I thought Skyrim was a good idea. But I never tried it, so I can't really say anything about it being a terrible game. But Smash Bros. Come on, now, Smash Bros. And again, it's not only because I'm great at it. Smash Brothers the shit. There's Smash Brothers tournaments now. There's Smash Brothers. Who's talking about Skyrim now, really? Nobody.
People are playing on Nintendo Switch right now. I'll tell you that.
I mean, that's fine, but come on. There's Smash Brothers tournaments. Come on now. I went to a bar the other day. They were playing Smash Brothers there. Come on. Come on.
Please.
Alright, so Smash Brothers is possibly it's easily one of my favorite games of all time. Man, I hate to leave you on an island.
Oh, no.
But if we're going to talk about how great a game is, I actually feel like it feels hard to say this, and it's weird to say this, but I don't know if Smash Brother can can take the greatness away from Skyrim that I feel like it should. I feel like I want to say Smash Brothers. I feel like the heart in me, like I'm like, but that's my game. That's my game. Like, no, you can't say this, but even with that, there's something tugging at me. I'm like, yeah, but Skyrim was.
This is why he'll never be champ again. This is why. Never. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. It's you're an adult. You're
what do you have to say about the two at least? Because you've played both. You might not have as big a history with Smash as me as I do, but you've at least played it. So what do you got?
I'm gonna go Smash Brothers.
Oh! No, I am okay with it. I am okay with that.
Just because it is still such a competitive game that people play nowadays, and it has gotten so much. Also, Skyrim has gotten plenty of reboots.
Yes.
But Smash Bros. Is the one that you can still sit down with all your friends and just be like, bring it, bitch.
Alright, yeah.
Skyrim is just like, oh, you want to see how far I can get this quest?
Yeah. Okay, I won't argue it. Trust me, I can't argue it. I won't argue it.
I mean, you could have the nights where the person
Who
wants to go...
would have thought that Smash Brothers came up and I wasn't the one that defended it?
I wouldn't have. That's why I'm going to let you two handle this one.
Yeah. Oh, man. Wow.
Thank you.
Smash Brothers moves on.
Thank you.
And I've not challenged that at all. Let's go to the next battle.
Man.
Next battle. All right, man. We're getting to the nitty gritty, Bill. Get ready. So we're Bioshock, which beat MK3 and Mad Max, is now going up against the heavyweight contender from the PlayStation 2 bracket, and that would be GTA 3. GTA 3. Oh, I never passed the list off. I was going to get you to introduce it.
No, I'll do next round. I'll do next round.
Man can't.
What is it again?
Bioshock versus GTA 3. Bioshock versus GTA 3. One of the best stories and twists in video game history. The best completely original innovations of video games in video game history versus the game that revolutionized sandbox gameplay. That made sandbox gameplay.
I'm going to go Bioshock just
Cool.
for the story.
Okay. All right.
That was this is when like developers actually started like really paying attention to the story after that.
Yeah.
Well, we had I know we had Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That was another good twist.
It was a great story, great twist.
But the Would You Kindly twist is still one of the most
We talk about it every week. We talk about it every week, at least.
But I'm gonna go Bioshock.
All right.
I'm going to explain why. I'm going to say GTA 3. Let me explain why.
Okay. So, I'll give you my reasoning why. So, GTA 3 is a game that before GTA 3 came out, there wasn't a game that was ever like what it was capable of. That game changed how you would think games could even be played. Like, you never thought that something like that was possible till you played GTA 3. You played Bioshock, you never thought that you could play a story that you would get that lost in and that wound up in. But with that said, as great as the story was, the gameplay was phenomenal. It's a fantastic game. I think GTA 3 is actually a greater game. I think it's a greater game because I think what GTA 3 did for gaming is more than what Bioshock did for gaming. Because they're both great in their own right for what they are, for story and for gameplay. But GTA 3 changed how games were made. Bioshock didn't change how games were made. Games were made just as the same style and same empath that Bioshock is, with also great stories. And I love that what Bioshock brought. But I gotta go GTA 3.
Absolutely.
That's the reason why. Now, do you think we need to flip, or we can flip?
We're gonna flip.
We're gonna flip.
This is a tough one. It really is.
It really is. But that's the only reason why for me. Because GTA 3, I feel it changed gaming. Bioshock will change the way gaming were written, which I can't knock, and that's a great thing to decide on.
Which is which?
So we always go with this top. So Bioshock is heads, and GTA 3 is tails. And it's heads. Bioshock moves on. Bioshock moves on. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad.
Justin, have you ever played Bioshock? No. You'd probably enjoy it.
You would actually.
No, I've seen. I've seen it
love
play.
Bioshock.
I've seen it play. It seems pretty fun. But I mean,
it's a fantastic game.
Is there is there a series of Bioshock?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is it all tied up with the same story?
Yes.
All right. So maybe I might enjoy it.
Bioshock's phenomenal.
The collection is great.
Yeah,
It's just the freedom of GTA.
I know.
Let's move on. To, again, as I said, possibly the greatest sequel of every video game I've ever played in my life, Mass Effect 2, which made it through Final Fantasy X and Spider-Man. Going up against Arkham Knight, which...
Oh, that's an easy one.
Well,
That scared the fucking
These get shit. What the fuck happened?
If that would have went in the box, I would have just
Walk off home run.
Mass Effect 2 versus Arkham Knight.
It's an easy but tough one.
All right. So, so they're both sequels.
You doing that just makes me feel like you're not going to go the side I think.
They're both sequels. They both were phenomenal. These are both great games. Arkham Knight was great. So much so that like it took Batman video gaming to a level that was beyond what I could think.
You kind of got the psychology of Batman, really.
Yeah, but I'm going to go Mass Effect 2.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely what I was going for.
I'm going to go Mass Effect 2.
It is one of the most fun games I can just replay over and over again and still be surprised.
Yeah. Mass Effect 2's its graphics, its gameplay, its storyline, its weight that you have for these characters, that you have for the story that they built around it, everything combined. Like, Arkham Knight is fucking fantastic, but...
It is what a Batman game should have been from the beginning.
Yes. It's still a Batman game. Remember I said this about Spider-Man? I loved Spider-Man, and Spider-Man was great. It was one of the greatest games of 2018. But it was still just a Spider-Man game. It was, and that's not a knock, it's not a negative, but in the end, Arkham Knight is just a Batman game. Mass Effect's an original world, these amazing characters that made, like, Batman originated in the 60s, and Mass Effect was so amazing, and it came out in like 2005 or whatever when it originally came out, and you feel as big a connection with that, with something that's been around your entire lifetime. And that's why I give it to Mass Effect. Mass Effect's, as its world, the story building, and the lineage with it, and the game, and how great the game is as itself, is a greater game than Arkham Knight is.
Alright. Are we under round 4 now?
No, we have one more battle. And it's a doozy, too.
Shit.
So, when we're talking about the originators and the game changers of first-person shooters, we talk about originators and the game changers of first-person shooters. We talk about GoldenEye, which was the game that revolutionized console first-person shooting, and then we talk about Half-Life 2, the game that revolutionized PC first-person shooting.
It's an obvious pick. It's GoldenEye.
It's an obvious pick.
It's an obvious pick.
Is it obvious to you?
It's obvious.
Is it obvious to you?
What would Half-Life be without?
Oh, okay.
He caught on real quick.
Okay, but Half-Life would have been. See,
Reese, I'm probably going to touch this box of wine before the end of the show. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Half-Life might have been. Not even might have been. I think Half-Life still would have been the game it would have been because of the Dooms, because of the Wolfensteins, because of the Quakes. You can't because those games created first-person shooting. GoldenEye took it to console, which I'm not even making a decision right now. I'm just explaining the math. GoldenEye took what Doom 2 and Duke Nukem and Quake did on PC and took it to console. And Half-Life 2 was just what the PC started, the PC guy started, and stayed on PC. I'm not making a decision, but I still think Half-Life 2 would be a game, even without GoldenEye. I don't know. I'm taking a sip of my beer. Bill, you got anything?
Shit. This is a tough one.
Half-Life
2 was just for the graphics alone.
Yeah.
It gave us a brand new fucking engine.
Yep. which was used for dozens of years. Dozens.
It's still used.
Yeah, still used.
Oh, the GoldenEye. Fuck. It was the one movie game that worked.
You were absolutely
The
right.
Yes,
one.
yes.
You were absolutely right.
Yes.
You are absolutely right.
Well, besides the Lord of the Rings series, like, let's just go with Two Towers.
Yeah.
King's not so much. It was the one movie game that worked.
Spider-Man 2.
Reese?
But, I had jumped in. That was another movie game that worked. But anyway. Sorry. Continue.
But against Half-Life 2. It is a tough one. Like, you actually got to be James Bond at the time, which was 1996?
95.
Alright, 95. But Half-Life 2 at the same time, it was just such an immersive, and the physics worked greatly. Like setting off one of the bombs in GoldenEye. They would not just fly the right way.
GoldenEye made multiplayer consoling. Half-Life 2 with Counter-Strike made multiplayer PC gaming. The
PC gaming would have stayed. GoldenEye is the jump to where it went. That's the basis for all the fucking first person. That's it.
We got to.
It has to.
We have to.
We have to.
I can't choose.
This is bull.
I can't choose either.
I can't
Bull. I want to recount.
I can't choose.
I don't trust Florida.
GoldenEye is heads. Half-Life 2 is tails. And it's tails. It's Half-Life 2.
Bullshit.
I'm not even mad at that.
That's fate.
I'm not mad at
It's
that.
a game of chance right there.
I'm not.
We are not saying GoldenEye is a bad game in any fucking sense.
I don't feel like you guys are giving it the respect it deserves. That's what I'm saying.
Are you serious?
Yes. But whatever, it's fine, It's fine.
You're the moderators. Calm
Okay.
your ass down.
So Bill, here's the list.
We're gonna trust Orlando next time, for fuck's sake. Shop Orlando.
So.
That's why you gotta put a mask on you. You're so fucking pretty.
I'm getting 2K invites right now. It's weird. I don't get invites.
Popular gaming friend over here, guys. Getting invites to games. So here's the list.
What are invites?
We're down to here to that side.
No.
Oh, we're not breaking. We're going right into it.
No, we're gonna go right into it. We're gonna
This
do
is
it.
16?
We don't need a break. This is the Elite Eight.
You know what? Is there? Yeah. There's a random glass. I don't know.
Let me get like. Let's children. We'll do for technical difficulties. And by technical difficulties, it means the gaming buzz crowd is running out of alcohol.
No, there's 3 left. I'm just gonna need this.
Oh shit!
God, I'm gonna hate myself.
Oh man! So we're breaking out the box of Franzia.
They're a classic. Wait, that joint's already been opened? How long have you had that shit?
A year.
It's aged
It's
like a fine wine. So if Bill dies
comes
tomorrow,
out
guys,
empty.
Gaming Buzz is not held accountable.
I'm gonna let it get to that first set of black letters, and then we're good.
I'm surprised it's not syrup.
It probably is.
I'd have a drink with you. I don't have a glass down here.
You don't want to do it. Don't do that to yourself, Chris. God damn it. I'm gonna need a.
I need a beer chase.
For your wine.
I'm gonna go with the. It's perfect to poor Richard. Anyway.
No.
Oh, poor Dick. Cause Rich. Fuck it. Anyway.
Are we cheersing this bad boy up?
I'm not gonna cheers that. That's gonna kill me.
Alright. So, we're getting into our Sweet 16. Which we have our Elite Eight, Final Four, and Championship. Get through.
I have to say, going in, honorable mention, GoldenEye.
No. Well, GoldenEye and Fallout.
The only person that truly appreciates that talk
let me see that.
is Harvey Dent. That's
Oh, Jesus Christ. That shit does not age. Yep.
Woo!
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Why do you think I went so little with it? Oh, you're a ballsy man.
It's actually not that bad.
Really?
It's not that bad.
Justin, you want it?
It's really not that bad. It smells worse. That glass.
Don't smell it. Don't smell it.
That glass was dirty. That's what it was. That's why it smells that bad. I could have gotten you a clean glass.
With the rage,
no, that's bad.
with the rage I'm gonna feel on this
Oh,
list.
it's box mine, so I guess not.
It's always bad.
All right,
What do we got? What do we got?
we have Super Mario World
Okay.
against Ocarina of Time.
Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo-hoo!
Both always on list for best games of all time.
Yes. Yes.
In Switzerland.
Switzerland.
In Switzerland.
All right. I'm gonna make it easy. I'm gonna make my choice. Super Mario World. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Oh man.
Oh.
I'm going with Super Mario World. Bill's going Ocarina of Time. So Super Mario World's gonna be heads. Ocarina of Time is gonna be tails.
Tails.
Ooh, Ocarina.
Tails. Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. Damn it!
How's that feel?
Wow.
I know
This
that's
thing's
like.
a little.
I know what
This
that's
thing's
like.
a little. What we got next, buddy?
Oh, Tomb Raider against Red Dead.
Oh! First off, I'm gonna say something right now. How did Tomb Raider make it as far as it did?
Are you serious? All this stuff we were saying about Tomb Raider.
I know, but that's what's so funny. That's why I love doing this, because like you get to these lighter rounds, and you're like, Tomb Raider's this far? Because I'm gonna say,
Yeah, Lara died pretty quick last year.
I'm saying it that way because I don't think a game like Red Dead Redemption would be a video game if it wasn't for Tomb Raider. That's why I said it like that.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
So we're going Tomb Raider on this.
I didn't say what I meant by choice being, but I wanted to put that out there on the table.
I am honestly going to go Tomb Raider because it just looks like the series is getting the full revival that it needs. Yes, Red Dead just had a very great game that just came out, but it also took forever. And in that time, Tomb Raider filled that time with games.
Okay, and what do you say, Jeff?
I'm not. No, I'm being Switzerland.
Oh, you're taking Switzerland.
Because it's too difficult to argue which one's better. They're both great games. And again, I've never played Red Dead 2, but I played the first Red Dead. I can't imagine Red Dead 2 is not as good. If I can't. It's got to be great.
Are we?
All right. So you're gonna take Tomb Raider. I'm gonna take Red Dead Redemption because I just put that news out there. I don't think Red Dead Redemption would be a game without Tomb Raider, but I think Red Dead Redemption is what the next phase. Red Dead Redemption is so good. That's why I keep going back to it. I feel like the next phase of gaming, Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be the template. Like that's going to be what people are like. We got to make this, but more.
Yes.
Like so. So we'll flip for us. So
fair point.
So Red Dead 2 is Tails, right? So that's the second.
Yes.
It's a low seed. Heads. Tomb Raider.
This series has been getting better.
Yeah, and that's not an argument. Tomb Raider, it's changed the face of gaming.
Fuck my life.
So God of War destroying every other game. No. Oh man.
AKA fuck my life. Gonna regret that in about 20 minutes. Super Smash Brothers versus BioShock.
I saw it coming. I saw it coming.
Super Smash Brothers. You're not taking this from me. I don't care. Super Smash Brothers.
Yep, I need a refill. Oh, this might top Bill's drunkest episode.
Is he gonna top the Valentine's Day episode when we drink the wine?
No, that was Star Wars.
So Star Wars.
Star Wars, I got really drunk and yelled at producer Benny.
Yeah. It's kind of funny.
Remember that, Benny?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do remember that.
Let's just move the curtain now.
Yeah, right.
Fuck! I hate that I agree with you on this.
Thank you.
It's Smash
So
Brothers.
I don't need the.
No, you don't damn
I'm
coin.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you don't need the coin because I feel like this is exactly what we should do for the final two. Best of two. Or best of three. Get.
This is getting worse and worse. This
This is the Final Four right now?
You're lucky this is glass, Reese. You're lucky this is glass. I fucking threw it.
What are we looking at? I feel like the mad science is like excellent.
You know what? I'm gonna do what you did. Arkham Knight lost to Mass Effect 2.
Okay.
And Half-Life 2 lost, or GoldenEye lost to Half-Life 2. We have Mass Effect 2 against Half-Life 2.
I'm Switzerland. on this. Have at it. Who would like to go first?
Grace,
Look.
we're gonna need it for this.
Oh boy.
We might actually finally kill the box this week.
So, I'm gonna tell you a story.
Is that the first Easter? Oh, that was...
Nah, that's a Letterkenny joke. I can't steal that. Which if you haven't watched it, I just watched a clip of it. Watch Letterkenny.
Very funny.
Very, very funny. I'm gonna tell you a little story.
Oh, God.
About what games mean to video game. So Half-Life 2 is, in my opinion, possibly one of the greatest PC games because it's been skinned so much and it still holds up to this day. I talk about this all the time. They haven't.
I'm just watching Justin just check out. Right now.
They haven't changed the gaming engines since Half-Life 2. They've been using the Havoc engine on every video game that you can see out there in the world. Everybody's still using the Havoc engine. From Team Fortress to Left 4 Dead to Portal, of course, all of Valve, all the Steam games. And I still think Mass Effect 2 is a great game. I don't know why.
I'm not gonna.
No, man, I can't. No, I'm going back on that.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
going back on that. I can't.
Is that allowed? Is
I
that allowed?
can't. We got to.
Where's the rule book at?
I think we can allow that on this. I know. I want to see what he does.
Because, like, I don't feel like first-person shooters would be the way first-person shooters are. So I'm going Half-Life 2. I'm going Half-Life 2. I got to go Half-Life 2.
Okay.
I don't feel like first-person shooters will be the way first-person shooters are without Half-Life and Half-Life 2. And I think that action RPGs existed before Mass Effect 2 and have continued to get better without the help of the Mass Effect brand.
Do you think Garrus agrees with that?
I love you, Garrus, but I gotta go Half-Life 2.
Really?
I gotta go Half-Life 2.
Oh, you know what we're going for.
But y'all I don't get it because you say Half-Life, other games will be what they were if not for Half-Life, but it fucking beat out GoldenEye. Are you kidding me?
That was a coin flip. That could have went even worse.
This is a coin flip that's gonna.
Let's put it this way: underdogs win. Underdogs win. UCF makes it to the Final Four. We should have had a coin from a unbiased. That's probably your quarter, and see that's why it's your quarter that way. It's your. I've lost many choices tonight. Many choices that I wanted to win were the ones that lost. So please don't front. Don't front. So what's the top seed? Mass Effect is top.
Yeah, Mass Effect.
So Mass Effect's heads. It's tails.
Get the fuck out of here! It's not.
It's tails. It really is tails.
That's bullshit.
I'll leave it to you now. You want to stay with the choice?
I'm saying with the choice. Orlando, get your shit together.
I'm not catching you again, bro. I'm not catching you again. You follow, that's on you. We don't pay workman's comp. Get it together. So we get a helmet on.
Dude, we can't afford workman's comp.
Gotta protect that pretty face.
I mean,
this show isn't called Gaming Sobered. So no lie, guys. So no lie. I've been drinking this episode.
Have we?
And from the fact that we recorded the first part of this a couple weeks ago, and I've been drinking this whole episode, I'm getting to the finals now. We're looking at the Final Four, and literally all I can say is, how the fuck did these 4 games get to the Final Four?
I think you kind of answered your own question there, bud.
Yeah, I think so.
I know how.
Which Well, the coin has to say.
It's biased.
The coin has to say
It's biased.
as every time I die says.
All right, Florida, calm down.
I want a recount. So we've made it to the final four, and I have a battle right now, and this is why the reason why I pre-cursed and said all that is because I don't think this battle takes a lot of thought, and I guess I'm not surprised, but at the same time. But what we have is we have Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda, the first 3D Zelda game, one of the earliest 3D action RPG games of all time, versus Tomb Raider. And Tomb Raider, which we said opened the doors to action adventure games, third-person action adventure games, 3D action adventure games. Ocarina of Time is a better game than it.
It really is.
You know, like, that's what I mean. Like we made it to here, and I'm like, well, Ocarina of Time is obviously better than Tomb Raider.
This is supposed to get more difficult as well.
You know, well, and that's kind of my thing.
Whatever.
You would say Tomb Raider because you didn't play Ocarina though.
Because
I played both.
No,
I played both.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm just not a Zelda fan. That's all.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm just not a
Well,
fan. That's all. That's all.
all right. So this one might be kind of difficult. Yeah, it's difficult. Super Smash Brothers made it to the Final Four.
Of course it did. Naturally so.
One of the greatest games of all time.
But you can't tell me I'm wrong, Bill. You can't tell me I'm wrong. You can't tell me I'm wrong.
No, it's how Reese is laughing that has me worried right now.
And it's going up against Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey. This is where we are.
Man.
That's why we get paid the big bucks.
See, but like, here's my problem. This is my problem. I've defended both of these games all day, and I defended Half-Life 2 for saying how groundbreaking it was for first-person shooters and competitive first-person shooting, and it's going up against Smash Brothers, which, as said before, is one of my favorite games of all time. I gotta go Half-Life 2.
Really? Are you serious?
Half-Life 2 is a greater game than Smash Brothers. What Half-Life 2 means
Justin?
What Half-Life 2 means in the gaming world means more than what Smash Bros. Means in the gaming world. Period. Hands down.
What?
Period. Hands down.
How do you figure?
Because,
Justin?
CSGO,
Make your
Counter-Strike Go, is the #1 and most popular game in the Major League Gaming community, the MLG.
That's great. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying it's...
I Half-Life 2 created games like Left 4 Dead. Games that were on our list, like Left 4 Dead, Portal. They were on our list. Those games wouldn't be games if it wasn't for Half-Life 2. Other first-person shooters, the competitive nature of consoling.
We're not going back to this again. We're not going back to that again.
All right. I should have Half-Life 2. Just Half-Life 2.
You know I'm picking Smash Brothers. Come on. It like transcends. That's classic. It's like
sorry,
OG
Reese.
status. It's like trying to come at Eminem. Come on, man.
Can we get Smash Brothers?
I'm going Smash.
Thank you.
I said it
Thank
before.
you.
I never thought I'd see the day that I didn't pick Final Fantasy in the choice, and I never thought I'd see the day that I did not pick Super Smash Brothers in the choice, and Super Smash Brothers. I'll take it.
You got it.
So right now we have Super Smash Brothers to end this
To end this, the final.
against.
Ocarina. Who would
How
have
does
known?
this
Who would
end?
have known that two N64 titles would be up for the greatest video game
Yeah.
of all time by
have to
Gaming
say.
Buzz standards?
I have to say.
We can be quoted years from now. Gaming Buzz said in 2019 that X was the greatest video game of all time.
I say we go through our picks.
All right.
We still do a best of 5
Best of 5.
coin flip.
All right. So let's go through and see how we got to these finals. So we're going to start right on the top. We had Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 versus Hitman. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, Bill thought edged out for what it meant to gaming. Witcher 3 over Secret of Monkey Island because just of how great of a game Witcher 3 is. Horizon over Arkham Asylum because Arkham Asylum is amazing, but Horizon really was like something that Horizon can never be, or Arkham can never be. Super Mario World over Destiny, Super Mario World. Ocarina of Time over Breath of the Wild, because without Ocarina of Time, there would not be Breath of the Wild. Modern Warfare 2 over Street Fighter 2. Modern Warfare 2 changed how a lot of console first-person shooters were. Street Fighter 2 was great, but we gave it to Modern Warfare 2. God of War over Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 is great. Star Wars, online battling, but God of War was God of War. Final Fantasy 7 over The Walking Dead. Same thing over again. I love The Walking Dead, but Final Fantasy 7 is Final 7. Doom 2 over Spyro. Silent Hill lost to Tetris. Tomb Raider over Resident Evil 2. Sonic over Kingdom Hearts. Red Dead 2 over Borderlands. Left 4 Dead over Katamari. Uncharted beat Crash. Gears of War beat Force Unleashed. No Mercy. Smash Brothers. Portal. Skyrim. Bioshock. They all made it on to the next round. Mass Effect 2. Final Fantasy 10. Arkham Knight, Halo, KOTOR, GoldenEye, GTA 5, Halo 2. That was the first round, and we blazed through that because then we had the next round where we had winners. I'm just going to go through, like Pro Skater 2, Super Mario World, Ocarina of Time, God of War, Tetris, Tomb Raider, Red Dead 2, Uncharted, Smash Brothers, Skyrim, Bioshock, GTA 3, Mass Effect 2, Arkham Knight, GoldenEye, and Half-Life 2. They all made it into the Sweet 16. And we just went through the Elite Eight and the Final Four just now, super quickly. And we're left now with Ocarina of Time and Smash Brothers, which made its way by beating games like Half-Life 2 and beating Mass Effect 2 and beating Bioshock, beating Red Dead 2, beating Tomb Raider. And we're left with this, Ocarina of Smash Brothers. Ocarina of Smash Brothers. Greatest video game of all time.
I know where Justin's gonna go with this.
Greatest video game of all time.
They're both up there.
This just happened. This just happened in the last round. I'm gonna make it real simple. I'm gonna make it real easy and simple. We just had it where we reached the point where I did not pick Smash Brothers as much as it was my favorite game, and it's happening again. Smash Brothers is not a greater game than Ocarina of Time. It's not a greater game. I love Smash Brothers, and I made Smash Brothers and my life in Smash Brothers and my role in Smash Brothers bigger than Smash Brothers ever should have been. Smash Brothers shouldn't be as pivotal as a game as it is, and that's why it's a great dark horse contestant, because it should never. When they made Smash Brothers, they never thought people would still be talking about Smash Brothers today. You know what I mean? When people make the games, like when you make art. When I would be in the band, when I write a song, I'm like, this song that we just did, this is not going to be remembered 20 years from now. I may make a song, I'm like, this is our hit. Like, people are going to talk about this song for years. Smash Bros. Is the type of game, when that game was made, I guarantee no one in that office was like, we're going to be talking about this 20 years from now. People are still going to be talking about this original Smash Brothers. That didn't happen. Ocarina of Time is a timeless classic. It changed the way those games were made. I can't not give Ocarina of Time the
We're going to go down the line.
Justin.
See, I was going to go Switzerland on this, just because I didn't want to give Zealots props.
Okay.
I was just going to kind of slide to the side. I can't appreciate the things that you're saying, bro. I really can't appreciate it. How can you not say Smash Brothers is not the top over Zelda? Come on, man.
It's not the greatest game of all time. It's
Yeah,
not.
brother.
It's
What
not.
game do you have in your 64 right the fuck now?
Super Smash Brothers.
All right then. Come on.
Well,
There isn't
a multiplayer
Come on.
on.
Doesn't matter if you like Ocarina of Time so much, you own the fucking game, right?
I own. Well, no, I don't have. I'm Majora's Mask. Actually, I have Majora's Mask. I don't own Ocarina.
Reach into that part where you stop talking.
Oh.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So we know where Justin lives.
Just to help your cause.
All right. So Bill, what you got?
I am very fucking 50-50 on this. Smash Brothers. It did come out after Mortal Kombat and all that, so I can't say revolutionize all that. But it did revolutionize how Friends Night should fucking go.
Yeah.
Obviously, you two are more than proof of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But Legend of Zelda, it is one of those ones you can't always have. Hold on, stick with me. You can't always have Friends Night. You want to have the nights. And picture 1998. I know. Shush. I know it's way after. Shush. You got your bag of pepperoni. You got your thing of cheese. It's Friday night. You're by yourself. Shut up, Justin. Just shut up. Let me do my goddamn white thing. We're not talking about fucking 25 to life for one.
Fair.
One fucking second.
Fair.
That's what fucking white Italians do. Leave me the fuck alone.
Okay, that's fair. I was just a little confused.
Also, on the same console, where you can honestly, you might have just got done battling your friends. They probably could have gone home. You get to go in your own adventure game at this point. This is where it's just very, very tough for me. This is also why I mentioned we should probably do the coin flip for this one. I'm probably going to stick with coin flip, but it's all I'm going to say for each.
I say we coin flip.
Smash Brothers, it is a great game when you're with your friends and you need to prove who is the dominant fucking male or female or whatever the fuck you are. Sorry, guys. It's 2019. I don't really care. Zelda, it's one of those ones where you want to go explore the water temple first, you want to do fire temple first, that's on fucking you. I am very 50-50 on this.
Ocarina of Time is heads. Super Smash Brothers is tails.
That's the 5.
Heads. 1 for Ocarina. 1 for Ocarina. All right, guys. Seriously, we're biting our nails. Oh, I caught it that time. Tails. 1 for Smash Brothers.
I mean, either choice, I am not mad.
1 for Smash Brothers.
Both amazing games.
Jesus.
Tails. That's another Smash. It's another Smash.
So we need one more.
2 to 1. Smash needs one more.
That's
Smash needs
it.
one more.
That's it. Oh my God, you missed.
Heads.
Oh my God.
Ocarina. It's the way the coin falls. It's the way the coin falls. This is it. This is it. This is it right here.
This is it.
This is it. Game 5 for the champs.
Give me 10.
All right, so do we put some money down on this?
I'm putting no money down on a
I
coin
caught
toss.
for the guys listening. I caught the coin. My hand's covering it right now. Heads. Ocarina of Time is the greatest game of all time. Tails. Super Smash Brothers is the greatest video game of all time.
I got $10 as his tails.
10 on Tails.
Are you serious?
I got $10 as his tails.
You get 10 on heads? I'll match it, so I'll throw 5 either way. I'll throw 5 on either side of the coin.
Yeah.
All right.
10 on heads, 10 on tails. Give me that tails.
Tails! Super.
Give me my money.
I'll tell you right now. Only here, only on our show, would you watch 2 episodes ranging in an hour to 2 hours worth of listening to us talk drunkenly about 64 games.
How the fuck
To
did the
end
cat
up-
go further than the paper?
To end up with Super Smash Brothers
That one
being the greatest video game
Of course.
of all time.
You heard it here. Not first, but you heard it here as well. Absolutely Smash Brothers all the way. And I am champ. Come get some of this.
Super Smash Brothers, as by coin flip, it's the greatest video game of all time.
Absolutely.
we're gonna piss some people off with this.
We are. We really are.
Come on now.
Super Smash Brothers. The original for Nintendo 64.
You know what it is.
I'm not even mad. that's the best
I'm
part
not
about it.
either.
I'm not even mad.
Me and you were heated last year.
Last year was like we were like oh my god. I'm not. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this as one of the hosts of Gaming Buzz. Super Smash Brothers is not the greatest video game of all time. I'll tell you that right now. It's not. The fact that it made it this far and it's great. It's fun.
All right.
I love it.
All right.
I
You
love
calm
that
down.
we
All
did
right.
this.
All
I
right.
love that we did this.
All
Smash Brothers is the champ. We're not gonna take it away from him.
Right.
So
But
this is the champ.
I get it.
That's like Cardi B winning the best fucking rap Grammy. But that was
Alright, before Reese digs himself a fucking deeper hole.
No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No,
I agree with
no,
you.
no.
He's
But
not wrong.
it's like something winning an award. It's like, oh, cool, you won the award, and all the real fans are like, oh, that's bullshit.
But shout out to Cardi B though. Good
Shout out
for
to
her.
Cardi B.
No, just before Reese dug his hole with the whole Cardi B one more thing. Yes, Super Smash Bros. Is not the greatest game of all time.
It's not.
That's not what this list really
Yes.
is. This is the games that we drunkenly
Yes, and that's it. That's it. We're
There
gonna
are so many greater games coming out. Days Gone By might blow us the fuck away. We don't fucking know. Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
We have no fucking idea.
Sekiro,
Sekiro Shadow.
Asian Dark Souls.
Supposed to be harder. Yeah,
Yeah.
might blow us away.
Asian Dark Souls.
Asian Dark Souls. Samurai Dark Souls.
We'll show you after.
There's no limit to racism on this show.
No. We call them out. We're like,
Call down 25 to life.
we're like Trey Parker.
I'm glad you report.
25 Light was a great game.
I'm glad you brought the fucking handheld back. God, Reese posted that video. He thought it was the funniest fucking thing you ever saw.
No, guys, we thank you so much for tuning in to us. We're Gaming Buzz. We love to have fun here. We love to have drinks. We're glad that you guys have to listen to us spout dumb, drunken ramblings. Super Smash Brothers is the 2018 March Madness Gaming Buzz champion. For a game of the greatest game of all time. Guys, write in, email in, message us. Please don't curse at us too much.
Please let us know how the fuck to do this last year. We kind of just fucked this up.
Please don't curse at us too much. But write into us. You can message me and Bill online. You can always email us, bill@gamingbuzz.com, Reese@gamingbuzz. You can send general questions to info@gamingbuzz. Big shout out to River Horse. Big shout out to Krabby's. Big shout out to 21st Amendment. Big shout out to 1664. All those guys are sponsoring all the beers from the Craft Pack. Guys, this is going to be super delayed, so you're going to hear us, so I'll say it backwards. Thank you or not thank you for checking Reese out on Honestly Nerds podcast for Razor Review Productions, because I'm going to be going there tomorrow.
Yeah, he's doing it tomorrow.
I'm guest spotting tomorrow. So I want to plug them. Check them out. Go check those guys out. They're good dudes. We love you guys. It's been a long one. It's been a drunk one. It's been a fun one more than anything.
We touched the box line. Of course, it's been a fucking long one.
This has been good. Guys, thank you so much. We're going to get the fuck out of here, and we will see you soon with our newest episode from Gaming Buzz. Take care. Have a nice night. Orlando, get the fuck out of my way.
Why the fuck did we touch
And
the
seriously, I'm champ at Smash Brothers, so if you want to get your ass on the Smash Brothers,
Justin, shut up. You're not on the show regularly. You're like a goddamn... Oh, see what you did? You see what you fucking did?
Orlando!
He was in Pirates. 4 of them.
Fuck Lando. Alright.
He had a kid.
He was great in Phantoms. Wait, shit, it's Ben Affleck.
No. See, they got rid of Johnny Depp. Not fucking Orlando. You see what you're doing?
How much did the 12 guy cost?
Money.
How much money?
I don't know. Money.
Don't fucking worry. Jesus, you want to talk about 25 to life and now you're willing to give me money?
Well, because, you know, I want to make sure.
You steal games online, but you can't fucking... Way to go! Bill's the fucking racist.
I was trying to build a stealing $10 joke in there, but I don't need to because it happened naturally.
Stealing $10? He robbed me for a fucking pack of Newport.
This is www.gamingbuzz.com, Twitter @gamingbuzz, or Facebook.com/gamingbuzz. Special thanks to a multitude of breweries and viewers like you. And also, don't forget to check out RNS Podcast and Black Mirror Reflections.